There is a place where the ground beneath your feet is not solid earth, but a living, breathing tapestry woven from reeds. To walk here is to feel a gentle spring, a slight give, as if the land itself is exhaling. The air carries the faint, sweet scent of drying vegetation and the deep, clean cold of high-altitude water. This is the first sensation of a life built upon the surface of a lake, a life that is in constant, quiet conversation with decay. Every morning, before the sun has fully risen over the Andes, the day's most essential task begins. It is a slow, rhythmic ritual of renewal. A new layer of golden-green Totora reeds is laid down, covering the darker, composting layers below. Hands, weathered by sun and water, spread the fresh stalks, patching the thin spots, reinforcing the edges. This is not a chore done once a year. It is a daily necessity, like making a bed or preparing a meal, a constant act of holding back the lake. The islands themselves are marvels of organic engineering. They are not simply rafts of loose reeds, but dense, layered blocks called kilis, harvested from the lakebed, roots and soil intact. These buoyant bricks, some 2 meters thick, are roped together to form the foundation. Long eucalyptus stakes are driven through the layers and into the lake floor, anchoring the floating land against the persistent pull of wind and current. The lifeblood of this existence, the Totora reed, is both the floor and the future. Men in curved reed boats, looking like figures from an ancient mural, push out into the vast reed beds that border the open water. They cut the stalks with long scythes, bundling them into large sheaves. This harvest is the foundation of their economy and their culture, providing material for their homes, their boats, and the very ground they stand on. Life is lived in close quarters, on islands that are often home to just a few families. A greeting is not shouted across a street, but called across a narrow channel of water. A small boat, paddled with a single oar, becomes the bridge between neighbors, carrying a shared meal, a piece of news, or simply a quiet visit. The community is not defined by fences, but by the water that both separates and connects them. This connection extends beyond the practical. The intricate dragon heads that adorn the prows of the larger reed boats are not just for decoration. They are echoes of a belief system that sees the lake as a powerful entity, a source of life that must be respected. The boat is more than transport. It is a vessel of identity, a link to ancestors who navigated these same waters centuries ago. The lake gives, but it also takes. A sudden storm can whip the calm surface into a dangerous frenzy, testing the island's anchors. The constant moisture seeps into everything, a persistent dampness that challenges health and comfort. Living here means understanding the lake's moods, respecting its power, and accepting that your home is in a state of perpetual, slow dissolution. As evening falls, the temperature drops sharply. The vast, high-altitude sky fills with stars of an impossible clarity. From the doorway of a reed hut, the world is reduced to the gentle lapping of water against the island's edge and the deep, profound silence of the altiplano. It is a moment of stillness that reveals the fragility and the resilience of this way of life, suspended between the water and the sky. Yet the modern world finds its way here. A small solar panel, glinting in the afternoon sun, powers a single light bulb or a small radio inside a hut. Children who learn the ancient art of weaving reeds from their mothers also study from textbooks, their world expanding beyond the shores of their floating island. It is a delicate balance, a quiet negotiation between preserving a unique heritage and embracing a different future. To build a home on a foundation that must be constantly replenished is a powerful statement. It is an acceptance of impermanence, a daily act of faith in the cycle of decay and renewal. The ground may be unstable, but the community, the traditions, and the deep understanding of their environment create a different kind of stability. It is a testament to the human ability to adapt, to create a world of profound meaning and beauty, not on solid rock, but on the shifting surface of the water.